Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Drill Dozer for the Game Boy Advance. In the last video, we played through Area 2, and we got all the treasures there that we had left to get. And now, we're going to have to get the treasures completed for Area 3. And we have quite a bit of work to do and area to cover if we are to get through Area 3 with all the treasures collected. We have to collect 2 in Area 3-1 and the 1 in the Sunken Ruins. So, we're going to have to clean out the Kuru Ruins first. First one's going to be quick to get, kind of. But we will have to get deep into the area to get the other one. So, let's just rush through the dialogue here. We have no time to waste. I want to get through this as quickly as possible. Alright. And there will be plenty of metal boxes that I couldn't break earlier in the game that I can break through now. And some of them, while they may not lead to treasure, will give us some shortcuts through these stages. So that way, I can easily get through these places a little more quickly. Alright. Looking down just to see where I needed to go. Just to be at the safe side at the same time. And you are over here. I was going to get a drink, but had to take care of that thing first. Alright, let's continue. And yeah, you got to watch out for the poisonous purple clouds that come out of the yellow skeletons. And like before, we are going to need second gear to get past that vine. Alright. Let's break through the pots. Let's break through all these just to be on the safe side. Let's break through all of these too. And finally, let's get second gear. Alright. Let's get the gear. Let's get the chips before we do much of anything else. Yes, I'm aware of the vines, you guys. Let me take care of these things. There we go. And now we gotta ride the platform all the way to the other side. Okay. And we need to watch out for the rocks, too. Once they're on the flat ground, that's when you can bust through them with your drill. Just waiting on these things. Alright. Just one last one to break. And then we can get through here. Now the first treasure, which will require getting through some spear traps, is right here. And that gives us the jellyfish bone. Now to go get the second treasure, which is going to take quite a bit of progress to get to. We will need third gear, and we will have to get fairly... We have to make a bit of a way through this place if we want to get to the second treasure chest. Once again, we will need to look for metal boxes that we couldn't break through before. Not just to find out where the treasure chest is, but also to get some shortcuts too. Because we will need the shortcuts to get through these areas a little more quickly. Ow. Obviously, that was going to hurt. To the left is chips that I'm not going to need. I'll pick these up, though. And from here, we are going to go further up. And now we have third gear. Let's go ahead and collect it. Alright. Gonna make our way to third gear on this block. Once we make it to third gear, keep holding right. Keep holding the button you were using for the drill, and you'll make it all the way through this place with a bottomless pit. And this just leads to more chips. Once again, I'm calling them bolts. Don't know why. And from here, we need to go through this wall. And these bricks right here. This just leads to more chips that I'm not really going to need at this point. We don't really need the chips that's over there. And instead, we're just going to go through the puzzle room again. Once again, you want to start at the second from right. You want to zigzag from there. And then you want to break this one last one for good measure, just to get through here. Had a lot easier time going through here this time around. Now for this part. Thankfully, I'm much better with things like this now. Alright. Much better with the timing these days. Alright. There we go. And we don't really need the chips over there either. Now, for another shortcut. Or two. We're going to start by going through these blocks with third gear and holding right. Might as well get the chips because we can. And this will just take us straight to the door. Let's do that. And now we need to deal with more ghosts. And of course we're going to have to slide back and forth to get past a good amount of the fireballs. There we go. Now we can just get through here a little bit. There we go. And then we can make our way to this door. And here is where we find the second treasure. We just need to break through these blocks. Make our way down. Get past the spike traps. Try very hard not to get hit by spikes anymore. Brave the spikes on the floor. And we should be able to open the other chest, which contains foot dust. Okay. And we get a new rank. Rogue. You're getting pretty crafty. You should join the force. Once again, don't tell me what to do. Anyway, we're done here. Now it's time to go to Area 3-2, which is the Sunken Ruins. we have one treasure to get. And it's going to be fairly late into the stage where we're going to find it. And of course, in order to do that, we're going to have to get through plenty of the stage if we want to get to that other treasure chest. Alright. Let's go ahead and destroy that wall, then start fighting off some more enemies. And I am making this look very easy. Alright. That was quick. Now we need to get underwater because how else are we going to go through this level and get it? So once again, we're going to have to make our way through this wall, enter this door, and then we're going to have to do that mini-boss battle with the two old women again. Which means we're going to have to go through all this dialogue before we can do this. And here we go. Once again, we're going to have to block the bullets, then drill out the screw there at the front of the contraption that they are piloting. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab the propeller so that way we can do this. Alright. More dialogue to get through, but once we get through it, we can do this. Alright. Time to tear through stuff. And I might as well do this. Might as well go ahead and grab some chips here while I'm here. Why not? Alright. Need to get to the left and make our way up. Then we're going to continue to the left. Take care of the fish as they show up. I believe this will just lead to chips, and it just leads to chips. Still worth checking this little compartment out, though, in case you do need the chips for energy tanks or what have you. And now, it's time to get our hands on second gear, which will make getting through underwater areas a lot easier. And of course allows us to get through the vine too. There we go. I thought I would not destroy that vine, but thankfully I did. I'm going to get rid of this fish for good measure. That'll make things a little more interesting. And from here, we're going to get rid of this metal box. So that way we can take a bit of a shortcut through here. And that's as much as of a shortcut as we're gonna be able to get. So, yeah. If you see any metal boxes, more than likely, you'll want to take them if you want to make the treasure hunt a little bit easier. Alright. Now this little area right here. Time to make our way through to here. And this will take us to the surface. But we will be getting back underwater real soon. Alright. Once again, want to watch out for enemies. And you also want to make sure you can take the enemies down, while you also make your way underwater carefully. And I think this just leads to treasure. Yeah, I just now realized that leads to treasure. Well, not treasure, but chips. And did a little bit of damage there. Ah. And I got hit there. Did not want that. Do I have to get a little closer for this thing to... Yeah, I do. Alright. You're done. And I need to go through the middle block if I want to get through this carefully. I know I'll be running into things, but it'll definitely be worth it. And I believe this will also give me a shortcut. That's the hope anyway. Yeah, that'll definitely give us a shortcut. Now we just need to avoid hitting the bubbles as we make our way through this little maze-like corridor here. I could go up from here, but that's where the treasure we collected the first time around was. So I'm going to skip that path entirely. And I'm just going to go down and to the right. And now for the more interesting part. I actually had to relearn how to go through here because, well, I've only been through this place the one time. So we need to get to the bottom, and we need to get third gear. And in case you forget, it's to the left of where this fish shows up from. The game even gives you a bit of a clue in the form of a bunch of shapes forming the shape of an arrow. And once you go through here, then you'll be able to get third gear. We just need to be very careful about making our way to it. And there it is. There's third gear at last. Let's go ahead, pick it up, and make our way up there. So that way, we can finally fight the current and get to the treasure chest that we need to get to. Alright. Not much further left to go. We need to get through this current right here. Now, there should be a place where we will find a metal box. And once we find the metal box, we'll need to break through it and go past it. And that was that metal box up there. So now we got ourselves some fun with the current. We will have to go through this. We may take some damage on the way. If I can hit the spikes, I can definitely minimize the amount of damage I take, but I've got all the energy tanks that the game will give me, so therefore I can do this. Now, what we need to do, we break this first and then this second. We have to break the right bubble first and then the left bubble second. So that way when we get knocked to the right by the left bubble, we'll get here before the bubble on the right reappears. And we do have to do this. Now we need to get through here in third gear. And we'll have to do that again here. Alright. We need to break the top bubble first. And the bottom bubble second. And by doing that, no! Well, I wasn't high enough there. And if I could get myself lined up with this, that would be better. There we go. Yeah, I wasn't close enough to the ceiling while doing that. So therefore, I got knocked all the way back to the bottom by the current there. But there's the path to the surface up there. This would be even better if I didn't run into spikes. And once we surface here, we can finally get the treasure that we've been exploring this whole level to get. And there it is. And inside is Aqua Crown. And we are now done with Area 3. So let's go ahead and look at our treasures. We are now 4 away from a full set. Jellyfish Bone. Jellyfish seem limp in the water, but their bones are super tough. Aqua Crown. This beautiful crown is shaped like a bursting droplet of water. Foot Dust. Each grain in this pile is shaped like a chicken foot. And something tells me we're going to find actually, no, we won't find one more thing. We're probably going to find one more tablet and then one more coin and one more mushroom. And then we will be done. And one more fossil. That too. But we are now 4 treasures away from a full set. And once we have all the treasures in the game, we'll finally be done with everything that this game has to offer, as far as I know. So join me next time where we look for the treasures in Area 4. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!